Is Walt Disney really on ice? The truth behind the cryogenic legend, the story of Walt Disney being cryogenically frozen after his death, is one of the most persistent urban legends in modern pop culture. This myth suggests that Disney, the legendary creator of Mickey Mouse and Disneyland, was frozen in a cryogenic chamber, awaiting a future where advanced technology could bring him back to life. The idea has captivated imaginations for decades, blending perfectly with Disney's image as a pioneer of futuristic ideas. But what's the truth behind this fascinating tale? Let's separate fact from fiction and explore why this myth continues to endure. The origins of the cryogenic rumor, the rumor about Walt Disney being cryogenically frozen, began circulating shortly after his death in 1966. At the time, the concept of cryonics, preserving a human body at ultra-low temperatures in hopes of future revival, was a novel and controversial idea. Disney's death coincided with increased media attention on cryogenic preservation, leading to speculation that he might have been interested in this cutting-edge technology. The secrecy surrounding his funeral arrangements further fueled the rumors. Unlike many celebrities of his stature, Disney's funeral was private, and there were no public viewings, leaving room for speculation. Adding to the intrigue was Disney's fascination with the future. Projects like EPCOT, Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, showcased his passion for innovation and progress. For some, it seemed plausible that he would invest in cryonics to freeze himself in time, awaiting a world capable of curing diseases or reversing aging. This combination of mystery, science fiction, and Disney's public persona created fertile ground for one of the most enduring myths in entertainment history. What really happened to Walt Disney? Contrary to the popular myth, Walt Disney was not cryogenically frozen. He passed away from complications related to lung cancer on December 15, 1966, and was cremated 2 days later. His ashes were interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, alongside those of his family members. Official records and statements from his family and close associates confirm these details, leaving no room for doubt about the disposition of his remains. The cryonics rumor has been thoroughly debunked over the years, yet it continues to thrive in pop culture. One contributing factor is the lack of public knowledge about Disney's funeral arrangements. The absence of a grand, public ceremony left a void that was quickly filled by speculation. In the absence of concrete details, rumors, no matter how bizarre, gain traction. Why does the myth persist? The myth of Walt Disney being cryogenically frozen persists for several reasons. First, it aligns with his reputation as a visionary who constantly pushed the boundaries of technology and imagination. Disney's work, from the groundbreaking animation techniques in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to the innovative design of Disneyland, cemented his image as someone who embraced the future. It's not hard to imagine a man like him being intrigued by the possibilities of cryonics. Second, the myth has been perpetuated by pop culture references. Over the decades, numerous jokes, cartoons, and even films have portrayed Disney as on ice, making the idea feel more plausible to casual audiences. The phrase, Disney on Ice, originally referring to the famous touring ice skating shows, may have also contributed to the misunderstanding. People unfamiliar with the shows may have taken the phrase literally, further embedding the myth in public consciousness. Finally, conspiracy theories tend to thrive on a mix of mystery and intrigue. Disney's private funeral arrangements, combined with his stature as an iconic figure, made him the perfect subject for a story that combines science fiction with a touch of the bizarre. Even though the rumor has been debunked repeatedly, its quirky nature keeps it alive. How did cryonics become associated with Disney? The association between Walt Disney and cryonics likely stems from timing and coincidence. In the mid-1960s, cryonics was entering public awareness thanks to the efforts of pioneers like Robert Ettinger, who published The Prospect of Immortality in 1964. Cryonics offered a tantalizing promise, the potential for humans to be revived after death in a future where medical advancements could solve any problem. Around this same time, Disney's death thrust him into the spotlight, and people began connecting the dots, however tenuously. There's no evidence that Walt Disney had any interest in cryonics. In fact, his daughter, Diane Disney Miller, explicitly stated that the rumor was false. She described it as one of the most absurd myths about her father, emphasizing that he was cremated and laid to rest shortly after his passing. Nonetheless, the idea of Disney being frozen has endured, perhaps because it taps into the sense of wonder and possibility that defines his legacy. Pop culture's role in keeping the legend alive. Pop culture has played a significant role in keeping the Disney on Ice legend alive. From jokes in television shows to online memes, the idea of Walt Disney being frozen has been referenced countless times. Shows like The Simpsons and films like Futurama have humorously alluded to the myth, further embedding it in public consciousness. These portrayals are often tongue-in-cheek, but they reinforce the idea for those unfamiliar with the facts. The rumor also persists because it's a fun story to tell. It combines elements of science fiction, mystery, and larger-than-life personalities, making it irresistibly entertaining. For many, the myth is less about believing Disney is frozen and more about enjoying the idea as a piece of modern folklore. It's a testament to Disney's larger-than-life persona that even myths about him seem magical. The reality of cryonics today. Cryonics, while still a niche practice, is very real. Several organizations offer cryogenic preservation for those who can afford it, with costs ranging from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. The process involves preserving a person's body at extremely low temperatures immediately after death, with the hope that future technology will make revival possible. However, cryonics remains speculative, with no evidence that reviving a frozen body is scientifically feasible. While Disney was not involved in cryonics, the field continues to captivate imaginations much like the myth surrounding him. The idea of freezing oneself in time resonates with humanity's ongoing quest for immortality. Ironically, through his groundbreaking work and enduring cultural impact, Walt Disney achieved a kind of immortality, no cryogenics required. Conclusion: separating fact from fiction, Walt Disney was not cryogenically frozen. He was cremated and laid to rest in 1966. The enduring myth of Disney on Ice is a blend of timing, mystery, and Disney's forward-thinking persona, amplified by decades of pop culture references. While the story is undeniably entertaining, the truth reveals a simpler but no less extraordinary legacy. Walt Disney didn't need cryonics to live on. His contributions to entertainment and culture have ensured his immortality in a way no scientific procedure ever could. Cheers!